important thing, prestige, right? Then, of course, it's a game with no consequences in terms of points, in terms of favor, right? With the champions or not. That is good for us, of course. We can be a little bit calm, right, or relaxed in that terms, but it's a big game in our stadium in front of our fans. We are going to receive the seal after the match. Then it could be and will be a good day for celebration. And of course, we want to win the match to have a complete celebration, right? And we will try to put or I will try to put the best 11 as possible for tomorrow match. Thinking, of course, some players cannot play because of suspension, right? Some players cannot play because injury, but the rest of the players, I always say to you, that is not a problem for me. I have enough squad, number of players, good players, to wear the Mohumagan jersey and to do a good job and to win a match. And we will try tomorrow with a good team, very good players, to compete and to win the match and to have a complete celebration. Right? We know in the first match, Goa won. We couldn't win. Then, of course, it's one of the two matches we lost during the season. And of course, we want to win. But not because that much, not because they are a really good team. They did a really good season. They put us under pressure. We did a great job, but we had to do it because they were behind, putting us under pressure. Right? That means that his or their season has been really good. And they are a good team, good players, very good coach. Of course, they will try to win here too. But we have to try to be ourselves, to compete, to try our best. And if we are successful, I expect that, of course. We can win the match and 3 more points. And still, okay. We are now team with more points in a season, right? In a regular season. If we can add 3 more, we are still better, right?
And any specific player of their team?
Which player? Goa player?
Goa player, any specific one?
I never talk about the specific players. So they are good players. They are really good. All of them, with a really good coach. That is the reason they are second in the table, right? And qualified directly for semi-final. With other teams having really good players, Bengaluru, Mumbai, you know, Jamshedpur or Northeast, but they could be better than the other teams and stay in the second place. Congratulations to them because they did a great job during the season. To motivate for who? To last.
You have already
Motivate for the last match? For this match?
Yeah. What is the ultimate motivation? How much it is difficult?
I don't know. My motivation is the same every day. It's not because we are already champions. I lost my motivation. No, I want to be a still better team. I want to help my team to be a still better, my players, be better coach. I told right now, if we finish with the points we have now, 52, right? 53. Yeah. Still better, right? It's good if we can finish with 56. even better. Okay, it's enough motivation, and even we are defending Mohun Bagan, right? We are going to play for Mohun Bagan in Salt Lake Stadium in front of our fans. In my opinion, that is enough motivation. Doesn't matter which competition, doesn't matter which team, doesn't matter if even a friendly match. It's enough, motivation to try your best and prove everybody you are in the right place. Right?
I got.
But if the coach asks him to come back to the national team, right? And he want to come back, maybe it's, or maybe no, I'm sure it's because it's something good for Linear Football, for national team. But I cannot tell you too much about that, right? It's I don't want to say much more.
Who is second?
No, but if they decide that, hopefully it's the best for the Indian football. What can I tell you? It's not easy, and I understand it's not easy even for national team coach, right? But I think we have seven players in the national team next week, right? Before the playoffs, we have seven players in the national team with Goa coach. It's not the best, okay? And I thought maybe for Goa coach, for Manolo, it's not the best, right? But it's the position he has, right? And he has to try to do the best for Indian national team, of course. And if Mohun Bagan players are, in his opinion, the best, it's normal they call up them, right? But what I expect and what I hope is all the players go to national team, go help the national team, and came back fit. No injuries, please. It's the only thing I expect, right? Because if not, it's a problem for us, right? And I want to trust Manolo.
Some players you were in the first 11 in the Mumbai match, no?
Yeah.
So, and after the match, you said that they were with you a long time, so you have to, give chance to them. So, are you going to give chance to them again in this match?
You will see tomorrow. I told before, I'm going to put the best first 11, in my opinion, to win tomorrow match. Thinking in or with two things we have to avoid: injuries and suspension. Okay? If any player a little bit pain or no absolutely, then he's not going to play because I don't want to take risks with injuries. If any players one yellow card away from the suspension, he's not going to play because I don't want risk. Then thinking on that, the best 11 as possible. in my opinion, of course. I'm going to ask you to see if I understand well the question, okay?
Please, I will help
Are
you.
you asking me if we were the best team, the best performance team during the season? Is that the question?
In the history,
In the history.
in the history of ISL.
I don't know. I'm not so old.
But the records speak for that.
Maybe rather no. He knows more than me in ASL history, right? In terms of number,
Yes.
if we are not the best, we will be very close, right? I think, in my opinion. But, you know, every season is different. It's not the same ISL right now than ISL in 2016 when I was here, right? It's different tournament. Then we cannot compare in that moment with now. Then it's never a fair comparison, you know, to compare teams or players in a different time, right? Okay, in 2-3 years, not change too much, right? But in 10 years, in 15 years, it's like you want to compare Pelé with Messi, right? For example, in my opinion, it's not fair. Two top players in different time, you know, you cannot compare. Then, in the ASL history, it's not 50 years, right? It's only 11, right? But you can compare last 2-3 years, not more. And, I told you before, if we are not the best, maybe we are close to 2-3 teams, maybe, I don't know. But what can I tell you? I think you have to talk about that, not me, right? If you think we are the best or not, all the numbers say that we are the best or not.
The best version of themselves. To that point, how have you seen the progress of Suhail Bhatt? That is the first
Suhail?
question. And in your earlier life, you headed a federation where you decided how football should be played as the technical director in Spain. If I had to ask you, in India, what is it you think that the ISL needs to do to help more attacking Indian players come up? So yeah, that's two points.
About Suhail, okay? Suhail is a young player, really good player. He's still a lot of things to improve, a lot of things to learn. We are trying to help him from the beginning of the season, having with us. When we arrived here in the beginning of the season, he was in the reserve team. I asked I want him with us full time, right? He came for some matches with the reserve team, but maybe 1 or 2, not too much. And he's improving a lot. Understanding and overall finishing. The problem that Suhail has is that he's striking. In my opinion, it's the same problem all the young strikers they have in India, right? I have Suhail on the team, and I'm absolutely happy with him. But I have Jason Cummings, Jamie McLaren, Dini Retratos, and Greg Stewart. I tried to give him some time, and I gave him some time, but it's not easy because the competition, internal competition is too high. He has not the level of that 4 players. Now, still, maybe some moment he can, but he needs to play. But with that competition, it's not possible to play, or at least not to play too much. Then it's like, if not minutes don't improve, if not improve, no minutes. And then, but how Indian strikers can improve if all the teams have 2-3 strikers in our squad, right? No too much options for Indian strikers, because the coaches will have to win, and we have to put the best players as possible. Then I would like to give Sufyan more time, but for me it's not too much easy, because a lot of good strikers in the squad, right? And the second part was what India has to do. Okay, if in any moment I'm Indian sporting director, I would but now I'm Mokuban coach. I know, I have my opinion, of course, right?
Yeah.
But I have to be in my point, in my role. I don't want. It's very easy to say things, right? Opinions, right? But you have to be in the position, right? Because I'm sure a lot of people can talk about what Mokuban coach has to do, right? And maybe they have to be here to do it, right? Because it's not the same to be here than to be in another, And it's the same with it's not the same be here as a Mokuban coach and say what Indian football has to do, right? That be in the position, and in that moment, okay, now I'm in that position, I'm going to tell you what Indian football has to do to improve or to, okay. If in any moment I'm in that position,
You wish to?
or if someone call me in private,
Outside press conference.
okay, what do you think? Okay, I will explain my opinion, but I think here is not fair. It's not fair if I talk about what Indian football. I think it's another people who has to talk about that.
I understand.
Last question.
Press conference, I saw you that time, and so as you have seen the club football that time, and now as you are in charge of a team of Bhongaran, the club football you are seeing, now you see how do you actually rate? I am not saying that you compare, because you already said that it is not to be compared so easily. But still, actually, you think that lot of things has changed in the club football. Is the professional actually approach has come in the club football, as you have seen when you tend to play with the big city here.
But when I coach Kichi, I came here to face East Bengal, not Mokuban.
You are seeing all everything now.
I know East Bengal in that season, but no Mokuban, because I had to play against East Bengal, and then, of course, everything changed. Do you know what? When I came here to play AFC Cup against East Bengal, the pitch was artificial. Imagine, it's a big change, big difference. Then we start for that. We can talk about a lot of difference from there to now. And of course, a lot of changes from there has been good changes every time. Indian football is better, Indian players are better, and hopefully that can continue, and India could be in any moment a top country in at least in Asia competitions, right? And competing with Japan, with the Emirates, with Saudi Arabia, with that Korea, that kind of players or teams or national teams. Okay, in that moment India is in a lower position with that other countries. But growing up, and hopefully someday we can compete with them face to face and maybe win. Right?
Owner said that his team, Mohun Bagan, will have a dream run in the AFC Challenge, AFC Champions League next year.
Next year.
Next year. So
We will see what happens
how do you
next
see?
year. We are still here this year, this season. We will have time to talk about next season. Now it's 2044-45, right?
Thank you.
That his team, Mohun Bagan, will have a dream run in the AFC Challenge, AFC Champions League next year.
Next year.
Next year. So
We will see what happens
how do you
next year.
see?
We are still here this year, this season. We will have time to talk about next season. Now it's 2044-45, right?
Thank you. Thank you.